1, 2, check. Good evening, this is DJ Count Orlock, gaming with. What we have here is a simple 1v1 game of Stormgate. Let's kick things off taking a look at Mr. Bigglesworth, who is not me. It's on the upper right-hand corner of the map. Mr. Bigglesworth. Sending 4 BOB units off to a little place near a mountain. Perhaps to make a retreat for the summer times. DJ Count Orlock. A very indecisive little Bob there, trying to figure out what to do with his life. There's the dog. Finally, something cute to look at. Except that's not my dog. That is the Bigglesworth mutt. That's the good dog. Initially in each game you get some kind of a unit. In the case of the Vanguard, it's a cute robotic puppy. The unit should be named immediately. In this case, he's named King. Good boy, King. You go get those guys. King has discovered that there's nothing in the Red's first base. It is only in the second base that he has built the barracks. Nothing King likes better than the taste of the opponent. Good boy. Now run away from the man with the large knife. Wounded little King is headed back to the blue headquarters, trying to find that little BOB who will give him a little TLC. Supercharge all my people and have them build a building very quickly. In this case, having attention deficit, they got split away and had to attack some little slime people. I wonder how the dog is doing. You could look at the mini-map to get a little bit of an idea of what's going on the map. He's got a couple of nice compact little bases and looks like he's going to head out and creep. Surprisingly, the 4 Lancers seem to do just fine against these giant purple demons, whose bark must be much worse than their bite. Though he does do a little bit of advanced unit juggling, perhaps to keep one alive. As little does he know that I've got a marvelous group of combined blue guys and dogs, an army only slightly smaller than his own. Which begs the question, why would he run away from an army slightly smaller than his own? He wants to engage me when he wants to engage me, not the moment before. If you're wondering where my guys are, I think they're hanging out by the large purple guys, thinking, well, those large purple guys will probably kill us all if we tried to attack them. I foresee the day when the guys come to my guys. At least I'm making stuff. Only the higher tier will save me in this slightly lopsided engagement. The good boy there, King, is leading the pack. For how much longer, I do not know, but we're going to take the Vision Camp in the middle, closer to the base of Bigglesworth, my hated adversary. I don't hate him, to be quite frank. I admire him for dropping the $24 to do early access of what seems to be the best RTS that's come out in quite some time. I think that was probably King, my original dog up there, who noticed that his army is about 5 times the size of mine and needs to be run away from with great urgency. Knife carriers say, sure, I'll run all the way back to base. That's a Bob that seems to be wisely fleeing the entire situation. He doesn't want to be anywhere near my base when those people arrive. I have a fair amount of doggies, which is very cute, but only are good against light units, of which there are only 2 over there. If I'm very good, I can use the doggies to at least kill the 2 exos. Let's see if that happens. But go, dogs, go! Oh, they're trying to kill the exos. No, I think the exos are slightly too far back and behind the line of doggy themselves. Who can do a doggy? Oh, they're stuck. They're stuck behind the other melee units. Bad dog. Bad dog. No biscuit. Well, one could have expected this. We did even things out somewhat, though, and with the help of the Vulcan, it's actually looking very good for my side. That is until I attempt to do anything at all, like right now, which I'm trying to move the Vulcan to a nicer place. The Vulcan no longer pushes his way past the medic and And so he is stuck, and he looks like a complete nincompoop. He finally goes down. He probably took all of those guys down to about half hit points, which is completely useless. Look, okay. No, that's what happens. Yes, no, the Bobs get very angry. They go supercharge. If this had happened a minute ago, it would have been much better. Because once they're supercharged, then they come involved. Even though they can't really get in there, it looks like. Yeah. It's actually a huge, huge advantage for me. Just a few are going down. Really, that would have been much better a little bit earlier. Yes, I know you're saying that they're not mining the minerals right now while they do that, but I mean, their zeal to fight, it's too great. You have to quench their thirst for blood. This is a typical situation where the red player, being way ahead, decided to leave me alone for a little bit so that he may macro up like crazy. His army size is becoming absolutely crazy. I don't know how he saw up the hill to kill my sentry thing, but he did. Here I am taking a fight that's completely meaningless. I think I know the game is complete. But at least the Vulcan looks good doing it. The BOBs in this case just acting as a slight buffer so that my Vulcan can continue getting out a little bit of good damage on these guys. While the Vulcan is extremely good at killing things, nothing ever actually dies in this game, so I am not too much farther ahead. I am pulling everyone into the sentry things, but the sentry things, they do nothing really, unless you have someone inside them, in which case they're pretty good. Now I think he's getting a little bit big for its britches here. Now these are unsuperpowered peons, and I think I had to pull those out because it was scary how many were disappearing. Finally finish off the end of the opponent's Lancers with an equal amount of Lancers and the two Vulcans that had been shooting them for 20 minutes. Supplies right now 31 to 129. This is pretty much how my first few ladder games went. Here it is, the final bastion. Afraid to leave the building. Red is taking this opportunity to take more bases on the map, make more guy makers, making quick work of the vision camp just to be sure that I can't sneak by with, God, I don't know what he thinks I would sneak by with. Just in case, he'll take it. He's just waiting for his last 47,000 guys, and then I suppose he'll move in. Not really knowing that they're there, I think, okay, I'll move out. I've got like 8 dudes. Oh, I see. That's the entire North American Foreign Legion. My expansion exists, and that's nice. And I've got a couple more Vulcans now, and I'm feeling like, yes, I've got a little game again. Theoretically, 4 Vulcans might be able to do something against that, but only if used correctly, and there's almost no chance that that's going to happen. The piece de resistance. Okay, that's the end. We can't look at this anymore. That's just... No one wants to see this. I'm too disgusted even to run away with my Bobs. It's just repugnant. Why would he do this to someone? Especially because he's got the giant army outside my door, which I decided to engage because why the heck not? But there's so many guys. If I was close, I would be dead. So how does that work? Vulcan's doing a great job just sort of randomly shooting. I think they are killing this and that, but there's a lot more than this and that on the other side of the map right now. So we're just gonna crawl away. We're going to put up the little shield. Like it's going to help things. It's not. Invisible interceptors are bombing my base. And I know this is GG. GG everyone. This was DJ Count Orlock. Good night.